King Sargon was the founder of the ancient Assyrian Empire and one of the most important kings in Assyrian history. He was born at the beginning of the 24th century BC in the city of Ashur in northern Babylonia, in Mesopotamia. Initially, Sargon worked as a servant in the palace of the king before he was able to rise to power and establish a powerful empire in the ancient world. King Sargon led many military campaigns that extended to many neighboring territories, including Syria, Palestine, Iran, and present-day Turkey. He was also known for his political and social reforms, which included improving the lives of citizens and providing security and stability in the empire. His rule lasted for 56 years until his death in 2279 BC. Sure, here is a complete article about King Sargon. King Sargon, also known as Sargon of Akkad, was one of the most significant and influential kings in ancient history. He is renowned for his military conquests, his political and social reforms, and for founding the Akkadian Empire, one of the first empires in human history. This article will explore the life and achievements of King Sargon. Early life. King Sargon was born in the city of Azupiranu, near modern-day Kirkuk in Iraq, in approximately 2334 BCE. According to ancient texts, he was born to a low-ranking family, and his mother was a high priestess. When he was born, he was placed in a basket and sent down the Euphrates River. He was later found by Aki, a gardener, who raised him as his own son. As a young man, Sargon worked as a cupbearer for Urzababa, the king of the city-state of Kish. However, he was eventually accused of treason and was forced to flee. He then worked as a bandit, forming a group of followers who were loyal to him. He quickly gained a reputation as a skilled warrior and leader. Military campaigns. In approximately 2270 BCE, Sargon launched a series of military campaigns that would ultimately result in the establishment of the Akkadian Empire. He conquered many of the surrounding city-states, including Uruk, Ur, and Larsa. He then turned his attention to northern Mesopotamia and conquered the city of Ashur, which would become the capital of his empire. Sargon's military conquests did not stop there. He continued to expand his empire, conquering regions as far west as the Mediterranean coast, as far east as Iran, and as far south as the Persian Gulf. His empire was the first to control such a vast territory and was the most extensive empire in human history at the time. Political and social reform. Sargon was not just a military leader, but also a skilled politician and reformer. He instituted many political and social reforms that improved the lives of his subjects and solidified his rule. One of his most significant reforms was the creation of a standing army. This army was made up of professional soldiers who were trained to fight and defend the empire. He also created a system of government that was based on the rule of law, which helped to maintain order and stability in the empire. Sargon also implemented economic reforms that helped to improve the economy of his empire. He instituted a system of taxes that was fair and equitable, and he encouraged trade and commerce. He also built many new cities and infrastructure projects, which helped to create jobs and stimulate economic growth. Legacy. King Sargon's reign lasted for approximately 56 years, and he died in approximately 2279 BCE. However, his legacy lived on long after his death. He was remembered as a great military leader, a skilled politician, and a reformer who improved the lives of his subjects. The Akkadian Empire that he founded would continue to exist for approximately 200 years, and his system of government and law would influence many subsequent empires in the ancient Near East. His legacy also lives on in the Akkadian language, which was the lingua franca of the ancient Near East for centuries, and was used by scholars and scribes long after the fall of his empire. Conclusion. King Sargon was one of the most significant and influential kings in ancient history. He was a skilled military leader, a skilled politician, and a reformer who improved the lives of his subjects. His legacy lived on long after his death, and his achievements continue to be studied and admired by scholars and historians today. In addition to his military conquests, political and social reforms, and legacy, there are other interesting facts about King Sargon that are worth mentioning. One of the most interesting facts about King Sargon is his name, which means the true king, or the legitimate king. This name was likely given to him by his followers as a way of expressing their loyalty and support. Another interesting fact is that King Sargon was one of the first kings in history to create a code of laws. This code, known as the Code of Sargon, was one of the earliest legal codes in human history and was used as a model for subsequent legal codes in the ancient Near East. King Sargon was also known for his patronage of the arts. He commissioned many works of art, including sculptures and reliefs, which depicted his military conquests and his political and social reforms. He also patronized literature, and many of the earliest works of literature in the Akkadian language were written during his reign. Finally, King Sargon was known for his religious tolerance. Although he was a patron of the god Marduk, he allowed his subjects to practice their own religions and did not force them to convert to his own faith. In conclusion, King Sargon was a remarkable figure in ancient history who achieved great military conquests, implemented political and social reforms, and left a lasting legacy that continues to be studied and admired today. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.